Doom Patrol Season 2 is set to debut on both DC Universe and HBO Max on June 25th, so since the season premiere is less than a month away, of course the promotional material is going to start coming out, so we have some new stuff. We have some first looks coming at us from Entertainment Weekly, so go ahead and check them out to find out more information about this season. But they've provided us with 2 posters and 2 promotional photos. So let's check them out to see what we can find out about this season, from these first looks. So first up, we have this nice promo photo of Niles Calder, the Chief, and he's talking with Willoughby Kipling, who did have an appearance in the first season for 1 or 2 episodes, I think, but he's going to be back for this season. Not sure how much he's going to be in the season, but I believe he's in the first episode at least. But he's basically Constantine, just, not Constantine. So I'm interested to see how he'll return and why he's returned. Maybe he'll have to help out the Doom Patrol with some kind of problem they're having, because, their life is full of problems. But then, in the second promo photo, we have our very first look at Dorothy Spinner. So this is the Chief's daughter. We saw her briefly at the end of Season 1 in the season finale, but we just saw the back of her head. We never saw the front of her face. And because in the comics, she's severely deformed, and we weren't sure if they were going to do that in the show, but clearly they are. And we actually found out about that maybe about a week or 2 ago, because the actress that plays her in Season 2 was in an interview, and then she revealed that they were going with the full-on comic book look, using prosthetics and makeup and stuff. So I think it looks pretty good, and it makes sense because her mother was that cave woman kind of person that we saw in Season 1 that, did it with the Chief, and that's why she's alive, because, they made a baby, and yeah, I'm not going to get into that now, but yeah, that's why she's looking a little extra hairy, because she's part cave woman. But we also get Robot Man here, who I have a feeling is definitely going to be the father figure again, because in the first season, we really started off feeling that connection between him and his own daughter, but then throughout the season, he also had a father-daughter relationship with Crazy Jane. But now it looks like in this season we're also going to be getting a father-daughter relationship with Dorothy Spinner. Even though her actual father is going to be there with them, the Doom Patrol doesn't really trust Niles anymore because, in the end of Season 1 they found out that everything that caused them to be what they are now was because of him. So yeah, I really like the way she looks. It's a good first look. But then here are the posters. The first one, it looks like they're at a tea party. And if you don't know, Dorothy Spinner's powers is that she can bring anything to life that she imagines. So her imagination is limitless. And of course, a kid, kids sometimes like to do tea parties. You see it in movies all the time. So of course she's going to imagine a giant tea party, and then they're going to be forced to go through with that tea party. And you got the flowers all around, the butterflies, the tea. Looks like also a cake, so that's nice. But also, actually before I move on, something I'd like to point out is in the background, up at the very top left, you can see a donkey on the roof. So that's interesting. And then also off to the right, we can see a airplane that's flying in, and then there's also a little tiny man that's standing off in the distance. So I'm not sure what or who that is, but I think it's a human or some kind of person. But there's somebody there. You got the airplane and a donkey on the roof, of course. Because, well, if you don't know by now, this show gets pretty crazy. But then we see that even more in the second poster, because you've got some Wizard of Oz vibes here. Once again, you got the butterflies all over the place, but then you got the yellow brick road here, which of course is a huge Wizard of Oz reference, and they can reference that so heavily because, well, they own the rights to that movie, and it's actually on HBO Max right now, so if you want to check that out, HBO Max, same place you can watch this. But you can see the yellow brick road leads up to Doom Manor. Everybody's standing there. Everybody seems to be wearing the same outfit that they were in the first season. except their clothes look a bit brighter because, they're on a bright background. It's very colorful. And there you can see Dorothy Spinner standing tall and proud. And something else I'd like to mention here is that down in the bottom, you can see that there's like a rogue brick there, like a brick that's not golden or yellow. Like, it's just sitting there. It's not even part of the road. Is just like a reddish brown brick that's just plopped there on the road. So I'm not sure if that has any significance, but these posters are clearly hinting at something, because the first one, I mean, it had the donkey, it had the airplane, it had the little tiny person, and then this one has that rogue brick. So I don't know if this really means anything, but it's at least nice to see the Easter eggs there and hidden details, because they could be teasing something to us here. I'm just not smart enough to figure out what that may be, because I honestly don't know anything about the Doom Patrol other than what happened on the first season of the show. I had never really even heard of them before this show, honestly, except for on Titans, of course. But yeah, so I'm super excited for Season 2, June 25th on HBO Max and DC Universe. Please let me know all your thoughts and theories on Season 2. What do you think is going to happen? Let me know all of that down in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please remember to hit the like button and smash the subscribe button so I can keep you up to date on everything that goes on in the DC life.